I'm Debra Meiburg, and I'm here with Mark and with Peter of Longview, which is a winery based in Adelaide Hills, Australia. Now, Adelaide Hills is typically known to produce cool climate wine varieties like Chardonnay, Riesling, a bit of Pinot, but you've taken a slightly different path because you also have in your portfolio some Shiraz, some Nebbiolo. How'd that come about, or why would you grow those grapes in a cool climate?
We kind of stand alone. We do things a little bit differently. We're one of the only vineyards in the southern part of the Adelaide Hills, so we're sort of mavericks in a bit of a way. We actually did a lot of soil testing and all that jazz. Don't want to go into that too much, but it just worked out really well. We're getting lots of accolades and lots of excitement about our wines, and we're having some fun about it too, which is good.
Well, you look like you're having fun, but you're brothers, so what kind of fights do you have?
Well, they involve throwing a lot of red wine at each other, and it gets messy. And, no, it's actually not that bad at all. Yeah, no, we've worked closely together for a long time, so the whole secret is just to make sure that it's all out in the open, and if there's any questions or grievances, it's just we're honest with each other. And it's like any kind of family, whether it's in business or just sitting around the dinner table. It's good to just sort of talk it through, and whatever happens, as long as you can sort of go to bed happy, then it's all right, and you start the next day afresh. So, but we're in a really enviable position in that we have this beautiful place to go to work every day, and you wake up and you're just surrounded by these undulating slopes, with vines, covered in vine, that produces this really exceptional fruit, and it's a really unique terroir as well, and you can just always tell a Longview wine the minute you put your nose to the glass. It has this really nice underlying minerality, and yeah, we don't have too many fights. There's not much to fight. There's not much to it. No.
And what do you do for fun at the winery?
Well, we do a whole different level of extracurricular activities, and that includes sausage making. We make our own pasta next door with mum and dad, and sort of an Italian background. We've got some cattle next door and some chickens and some orchards and whatnot. So there's always some fresh fruit or fresh lettuce, tomatoes and whatnot going on. So it's very seasonal. And that's always good fun. It's always looking forward to either vintage or figs or eggs. It's great.
And we share that with everyone when you come up to the vineyard as well. And every Sunday we have these really nice long lunches, and so people come up from Adelaide and they sit around and we have lots of platters, and it's all like pretty much local food. And yeah, so we're starting to become a real destination for people to come and just chill out on the veranda overlooking the vineyard and sort of literally being surrounded by the view.
Now, you two are responsible not only for making sure it all comes together, but getting the product out into market. What are some of the challenges you face?
I think Australian wine has sort of suffered from being a bit faceless, and just sort of being made in a swimming pool with a kangaroo on the label and off you go. And we'd obviously like to think that we're a little different than that, and obviously being family owned and having something to do every step of the way from the soil to the cell, pretty much is what we love to do it, and I don't think there's too many people out there really doing that anymore. It used to be, but so sort of getting back to just being passionate about every little step of the process, I guess. And I mean, there's so many markets opening up. There's so many emerging markets that are now drinking more and more wine. Asia being definitely one of them. So it's really exciting for us, more than challenging, I'd say, to go out and sort of try and tap into them. But we have pretty low case volume at this point. So just baby steps. We don't want to go in there and sort of inundate with into supermarkets or anything like that. So it's definitely on-premise focused, and want to get the mouths into the wine into the mouths of the sommelier. So because we think they're very good food wines and all that sort of stuff. So that's where we're sort of gearing towards. If that answers the question at all.
Well, thank you for sharing the baby step.
No problems at all.